Hello guys, it's EzraTime here, and today we're going to be reacting to a movie trailer. It's called White Snake 2, teaser trailer by obviously the Lightyear Studio. The animation movie, if you guys remember the first movie, White Snake 2019, because I think it was pretty popular, right, among the I guess the Frozen fandom, if you ask me, because I know White Snake from Frozen fandom, believe it or not, from Jalsa fandom, to be honest. And it seems like most people actually familiar with the first White Snake movie, the animation movie. And yes, it was a good movie, and I actually did like a review on it on my channels, on this channel, obviously. And I will leave the link in the description below if you guys want to watch my review on the movie. And I did say on that review that I really want a sequel to the White Snake, obviously, and apparently they announced a sequel back in October 2019, and apparently in their official website, they announced that the sequel was already in production in March 2020. So it's nearly a year in production, and today, or I guess yesterday, they decided to release the trailer, and this is not exactly from their official YouTube channel. They released the trailer on the official website, and I guess I could leave that link to the official website if you guys want to check it out because they usually update the movie there. But this is actually from somebody called like Xran something in the yeah Xran something. I can't exactly read the last. It's in China, I think. Um, and you know what? Without further ado, just get into the video, shall we? And this probably gonna get copyright, but who cares? Ooh. Oh man.
你能把人间的缘灭了吗？我杀了你这个臭和尚！
找寻无我无作的涅槃之计吧。
Oh man. So I think that's Monk Fahai there for a second. So I think the sequel is gonna be focusing more on Xiaoqing instead of Xiaobai. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell, man? Yeah, this is the new Neza movie. What the hell was that? So wait, so Xiaoqing got sent to the modern day. This is a building, right? I'm not sorry, hang on a second. Yeah, this is a building, like a skyscraper and all that kind of stuff. Oh man, that's insane. So yeah, so the sequel is gonna be focusing more on Xiaoqing instead of Xiaobai, the White Snake, even though the title of the movie is basically White Snake 2. But I think it was called The Tribulation of Green Snake. So again, it's gonna be Xiaoqing, the main character here. Anyway, let's have a little bit of breakdown for a second here, guys. So the trailer starts with obviously, I think this is Xiaobai's voice, and then this is Xiaoqing right here, I think. And on the teaser poster or the you know like earlier poster, you could say that for the movie, it does feature Xiaoqing kind of like falling like this, like obviously from the mountain. And I think this is probably after again spoiler if you actually haven't watched or know about the original White Snake story, because the White Snake you guys watched in 2019, the animation one, it's not exactly the original story. It's like a prequel to the original story. So when Sushan or Ashan, I guess, or Sean, the guy from the first movie that fall in love with the White Snake or Xiaobai, so he got like reincarnated, right? And then the first movie ended with like 500 years later, and then they both meet at the bridge. And when they both meet at the bridge there, that's the start of the original story or the original folklore for the White Snake. But it's not exact. But the first movie is a prequel again, and this movie feels like a sequel to the original story, if that makes sense. It's a sequel to the first movie, obviously. It kind of like depicted some parts in the hang on a second in the original storyline. And I think this one right here is Mong Fahai. I think Fahai is actually the main villain in the original folklore, and he's just kind of like a monk that want to separate Xiaoba and Ashian, when they married in the original folklore. And I think same thing is happening here, because he said that you'll be imprisoned forever in Laifeng Pagoda, I think. And Laifeng Pagoda is basically really famous for the folklore itself, and because that's how the original story ends, or I guess one of the variation. That's how it ends with Xiaobai, I think right here. With Xiaobai basically got trapped in the Lifeng Tower, like for eternity, and either he and sorry either she and Sean and going to have like a kid or something in the variation of the legend, or Xiaoqing is gonna be the one who going to free Xiaobai here. And apparently on this one, it's gonna be Xiaoqing trying to free Xiaobai from the Lifelong Pagoda, which is pretty interesting. And on this scene right here, when Xiaobai got when Fa Hai trying to trap or put Xiaobai into a prison there on Lifelong Pagoda, it was supposed to be Ashan. Ashan was supposed to be the one who hold her hand, and then basically it was a really sad moment from the original folklore. But in this one, the one who hold her hand is I think Xiaoqing, right? Because he says Xiaoqing here. Um, yeah, I think this is Xiaoqing hand. I'm pretty sure, and that's a really nice change if I'm being honest. Because again, in the original story, that's how it ends. It ends very tragically. In case you haven't noticed. But it was supposed to be Ashan was the one who was supposed to hold Xiaobai's hand when Xiaobai was getting sucked into the life from pagoda, or pagoda. But in this one, they changed it to Xiaoqing, which is pretty interesting. Which also begs me the question of where is Ashan in this storyline there, because we didn't see him in the trailer, but I'm pretty sure he will be in there at some point, but maybe not a big role because I thought that the sequel is gonna be focusing more on Ashan and Xiaobai again as a couple, but apparently the studio decided well they're not exactly focusing on that anymore because again there is like so many adaptation about the original folklore like TV series, movies, and all that kind of stuff. So makes sense that they try to do something different. And obviously Xiaobai got imprisoned, Xiaoqing got mad I think, and tried to attack the Fa Hai I think. And I think Fa Hai is I don't know if I think Fa Hai appeared in the first movie in the mid credits scene I think. This is a really cool shot though, even though the quality is not that good. I'm really sorry guys, because it's not exactly released from the official channel. Um, and yeah, this is Mong Fa Hai again, and he said that I'll send you to your next reincarnation, which is pretty interesting though. Why would he decide to send Xiaoqing to their next reincarnation, which obviously lead to this last scene right here where we see her in the city apparently. So I think this second movie is gonna be I think the first 20 or 30 minutes of the I guess first 20 minutes of the movie is gonna be like the original folklore, just a tiny bit maybe, because again I'm pretty sure most people already know about the original story of the White Snake, and this is really interesting though because I keep making ideas in my head that what if White Snake actually took place in modern days, in modern age, because obviously they have this idea of like reincarnation, right? And it seems like because again they keep reincarnating like 500 years, one of every 500 years basically. I don't exactly know about the mythology behind this, but I think that's how it works. I don't know. Basically, they got reincarnated, obviously forever. You could say that either as a human or just as an animal, basically. And in this one, I'm really glad that they actually decide to do this type of stuff. Basically, Xiaoqing wandering around the modern city here, because obviously this is a skyscraper, and you can clearly see um, the from the from the mirror there. It wasn't a mirror, but from the glass. Sorry, glass there. Um, and I think you also hear a police siren there. So obviously that's confirmation that yes, Xiaoqing basically got, or I guess got reincarnated again in the modern timeline. Or basically reincarnated. But it's more like her like consciousness or like herself get transported far more in the future, and this got me really interesting to see where this is going because it's gonna be way different than the original storyline, because I don't think any of the White Snake movie took place in modern day, like took place in like modern city or something like that, because this is the first time, and this actually really surprised me when I first see when I first reacted to it. Obviously, um, previously like I was like, what the hell is going on? Um, and it seems I'm really glad they actually decided to do something different compared to just like, oh, it's gonna be the original storyline again, except this one is animated or something like that, right? And I'm pretty sure again the first 20 minutes gonna be maybe some like recap for the original story, and it's probably going to end with like Xiaobai got imprisoned in Life on Pagoda for basically eternity, and Fahai sends Xiaoqing to the next reincarnation. So basically, she got teleported here. Wasn't teleported, like basically she got sent far in the future, we're in modern time, and obviously I think the story is gonna be again focusing on Xiaoqing this time, and I'm really curious to see if she's going to like try to go back to the past, trying to undo what Fahai did to Xiaobai, her sister, or maybe in this timeline, in this modern timeline, she decided to obviously blend into the modern society and obviously trying to free her sister again and the Life on Pagoda, because Life on Pagoda is still exists to nowadays, even though it was collapsed in 19. I can't exactly remember when it was collapsed. I think it was 1924, and then it got reconstructed again. That's the actual story for the tower, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, this is a movie, so they could do something different here, and it seems like either it's gonna be Xiaoqing try to find a way back to the past, try to undo what Fahai is doing, obviously, or maybe in this modern day, she decided to obviously first of all she needs to blend into the modern society, and then obviously try to rescue Xiaobai, maybe with the help of Ashan, which is her you know Xiaobai's husband or boyfriend, the guy from the first movie again, and obviously he's going to get reincarnated in this modern timeline, right? And it would be really interesting to see Ashan or Sushan, basically wearing like a modern clothes, and then obviously maybe he works at the hospital or something like that, because he's basically a doctor in the original story. So it would be interesting to see how they're going to handle it in the modern time. And yeah, I just really can't wait to see this movie. And I think it's going to be released in 2021. We don't exactly know about the release date yet, but the studio just said that yeah, it's gonna be released in 2021, because right now the studio is still like releasing the new Gus Nezar Reborn movie. I don't know if you guys noticed about that. Basically, the new movie by the same studio, and it does provide the same idea where Neza, the guy from 3,000 years ago, basically got reincarnated into this modern world. And basically he's trying to defeat her old enemies. Obviously, sorry, his old enemy. Uh, and I think Whitesnake kind of like took some element from that movie, even though that movie was recently released. But who knows? Maybe in production they have like some sort of like ideas that Neza is actually doing this idea where the old story kind of like we kind of like brought back the original storyline from the past like kingdom timeline, you could say that, to the modern timeline. And it seems like they're doing the same thing with Whitesnake here, which is I'm really excited. And obviously some people might be complaining that it's gonna take place in the original or in the modern timeline instead of the old one, because it was really famous back in the day. Um, but I see, I'm not complaining at all. I mean, obviously we need to see how they're going to handle things, but I'm really curious to see how they're gonna handle things, obviously. And I have trust in the studio. I feel like they know what they're doing, and it seems like they're going to provide us a really interesting White Snake sequel. And it's almost like this one right here is gonna be a sequel to the original storyline or original, folklore. And it will be interesting to see how Xiao Qing going to rescue her sister Xiaobai from the tower. Is she going to do it here in the modern timeline, or maybe she's going to try find a way back to the past? Who knows? But either way, guys, that was my thoughts and breakdown and reaction basically to the White Snake 2 trailer. I think it was called the Tribulation of Green Snake. I think I don't exactly know, because I was translated from Google Translators, and everybody knows that Google Translator is not really trustworthy. But I don't know. I mean, White Snake 2. Really excited to see this movie. Sometime, whenever it's going to be released. But since I'm living in Indonesia, I probably won't be seeing this movie until 2022, if I'm being honest. But then again, it depends how popular this movie is, because the first movie was really popular. It was really well received, and basically kind of put the Light Chaser Studio reputation, up there, obviously. And now their new movies got some attention, which is Neza Reborn. So you guys can watch that. Even though I don't really watch that because it's not exactly available in all my country yet, which is sucks. So yeah. Either way, guys, that was my reaction to White Snake 2 trailer. I guess let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the first movie, and what you guys think about this idea right here where White Snake 2 is going to take place in modern day. It's not exactly from the old day, but modern day this time. And just let me know if you guys actually familiar with the original White Snake folklore, and if you do, then what do you guys think about this new direction that the studio takes? You can let me know in the comment section below. And I guess if you want to watch the original trailer, I will leave the link in the description below, and I also can leave the link to their official website if you guys want to watch the trailer there and to see their announcement there. You guys can do that, and I will also leave the link to to my my review to the first movie, so you guys can watch that if you want to. And if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, then please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video to friends or family, the usual. And if you guys decide to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys can get notified when I'm gonna upload the next video. And yeah, I think excited for this movie, and I really like how they give Xiaoqing again her old hairstyle again, which is kind of interesting because in the end of the first movie, she doesn't really have like she got like a new hairstyle. Like her hair was shorter, but in this one they decided to give her old hairstyle back apparently. Which honestly, I'm not complaining. I like this hairstyle where this long hairstyle right here. I really like it. Hang on a second. Yeah, this one right here. Really like it. And either way, guys, that's the video for today. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be back more on the Five Nights at Freddy's video probably, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.